VMI have about the only land that qualifies, and we'll be talking to them about their interest. There's also some property in East Lexington that qualifies, but that's it. And then there's an urban deer hunting program where you can open the hunting season with those same restrictions earlier than normal. But we've missed the deadline for that. That would be for the future. But there just aren't very many options. I mean, I've had people come and wonder what we can do with the deer and whether we can herd them out of town. Well, that's not going to work. We've got to kill them. And it's just exceedingly dangerous in this town. There are very few options available.
Well, it is, I hope, reassuring to the community that you all are trying to figure out what we can do. I think that in and of itself is at least some small consolation. But I sure hope we can find something that will work.
Well, I mean, I'm looking for some direction from council. I mean, we can write this up into a report and discuss it at maybe the next council meeting or something. But what I outlined to you is about the only option that we have available to us.
I'm struggling with the concept of getting some, I know at least with my skills of hunting and managing deer, that bringing it to council will be will not save any time or expedite cleaning up the nuisance. Personally, on my morning jogs, they're beautiful to see bouncing through the neighbor's yard. I don't have a real problem with them, but they're not that much of a nuisance at this point. But I personally think it's something that not necessarily the council needs to embrace and manage, but to kick to staff to do what is legally responsible, and perhaps if there's an education that can take place, because it doesn't seem that we're having a disease-related or other major issues other than, wow, there's a deer in my front yard.
Well, there's a deer in my front yard eating my prize rhododendrons. You know, that kind of issue, or others. I mean, then there are areas of town in which they are a very sincere nuisance. Yeah, I agree with Ms. Friedman, though, that I don't see council using its limited expertise on this, and I'm very happy for the city manager and and the county and the city staff to come up with and, dare I say, execute some appropriate solution.
This is beyond the beauty of deer. What we're hearing from the community is maybe they're bounding across the landscape is wonderful, but when they're wrapped around the front of your car and they're full of deer ticks, those are the two issues that come up over and over again.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understood what you said.
When they're wrapped around the front of your car, causing either collision or comprehensive, depending upon where you hit them.
Right.
Or if they're full of deer ticks, Lyme's disease, those are the issues that the citizens are bringing to us.
I wasn't aware that we've had any accidents and that there were deer ticks spotted.
Yeah, well, we've got lots of Lyme disease in the city, and the accident is out there waiting to happen.
Now, the staff can't do anything on our own. What I'm hearing is to go back, develop the best program we can, and come back to you with the ordinance changes that would be needed. Is that what I'm hearing?
I think that's what you're hearing.
I didn't think you have to go that far. Just come back with what the best program is and let us tell you whether or not we want ordinance changes, and let's just find out whether or not there's anything practical that can be done.
All right.
Thank you.